Well, hello, everyone. It is Friday, February the 9th, 2024. I'm Doug. It is time once again to play Wordle, and not just Wordle, but our Fearless Friday version of Wordle, where we do two things. The first, of course, is we go into the settings and we turn on hard mode. We will be doing that each and every Friday, up the challenge. And then the second thing we do is intentionally pick a very difficult starting word. And as I indicated at the end of yesterday's episode, we have a whole series of shows that we recorded a way back called the Hard Starting Word Challenge. If you haven't yet watched them, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's on a playlist on the channel. Check it out. But one of the favorite episodes that we did for that show was for the word PHPHT. It's an actual word, and we are going to start with it and see what develops here on Fearless Friday. So without any further ado, let's see what comes from this. Okay, well, we did get a T. We did get that T on a position, so we'll take it. We will take whatever we can. Now, of course, you'll see here that we didn't have any vowels put in, so it's not that we have an open board. It's that we do have to use a T, but it's the only thing that we have to do. So I guess maybe, let's just go with the basics. Let's do the word stare, S-T-A-R-E, so we can get two vowels and two more really good consonants, and see what develops here with stare. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word stare? I just about to... S and T lit up. I'm like, it is? Almost knocked me right off my chair. But there we go, S and T in position. And it's almost like what we were talking about yesterday. At first you think, oh, well, you've got it in the bag, but there's so many possibilities here. So I have to temper my enthusiasm, right? I think the first thing I want to figure out here is what vowel is likely in the third spot. Now, I'll tell you what I immediately want to do is I'm thinking to myself, can I find an ST word where I could get two of the three in? And one immediately came to mind, and that was the word stoic. It could be the answer, by the way. You never know. It could be the answer. That would be very cool if it was. But if it's not, chances are I'm at least going to get some intel on the vowel, and that will help us. We're going to need to at least make a little bit of progress each guess here if we're going to do this. So let's go ahead and see, is the answer to today's puzzle the word stoic? No, it's not, but we got the I. And I think clearly the most likely thing we can do is say that I is in the third spot. Now, I highly doubt that there's a U in the fourth or the fifth spot. So I'm going to rule that out. I don't think this is going to end up being a case where there's a Y involved. So again, we're trying to work this through. So there's a few things I see. I see the word stink. I see the word stiff. I see... Well, I guess stink and stiff are the two most obvious things. The scary part is that if there are a sting is also a possibility. So seeing as that sting and stink share a letter, I would want to evaluate that versus stiff. I think that's the important strategy we have to go with, right? Prioritize things where we have a shared letter. So, you know what? I'm going to go with sting because I feel like that's maybe a little more likely to be the word that they choose instead of stink. But yeah, I'm feeling like that's the way I have to go here. So let's see if we get on guess 4. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word sting? No, it's not. But we got the I locked in. We kind of knew we were going to. So again, stiff is a possibility, but the problem here is if it's not the word stiff, I'm only going to have one guess left. So now we're starting to get a little worried here, right? Oh, still. Stiff and still. Ooh. And then the problem here, right? Am I missing something? That's what's got me terrified here. Stiff and still, so F and L. Is there any other possibility? So there's two ways we can go. If I'm super confident that it's truly a 50-50 and only stiff and still, we could just run them out, 5 or 6. If I'm nervous about potentially there being some other possibility, then I think what you have to do here is actually do an eval word. So that, in other words, for example, what I would do here is something like I would take the F and the L and see if we can't get a word that also by happenstance looks at one of the other letters just as a backup. You can't do fudgy because we want the L in there. And I guess it doesn't really matter for placement. So it could be something like FL or LF. Flaws. And the W would be interesting. Pick up at least one other letter is a bonus, right? Flame would test the M as well. And W can't possibly be in here. I can see an outside chance that maybe there's STIM something. This is a hedge, right? This is what this is. This is a hedge. So here's what we're going to do, because I'm just afraid that I'm missing something. And it's going to be either double F, double L, or something that doesn't have F or L. So as an insurance policy, we're going to go with the word flame. Because if either the F or the L light up, we know it's stiff or still. It can't be stilt because we tested the T at the end. So I'm not worried about that. So we're going to do this as kind of an insurance policy, and I'm hoping I'm not making a terrible mistake. First letter must. Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. We're in hard mode. Oh, we're in hard mode. We can't do that. Never mind. We have to run them out. Still and stiff. All right. Well, that last moment or two of contemplation was for naught. All right. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word still? No, it's not. And we're down to the last guess. So we have to hope that stiff is the answer here. All right. Well, let's just do it. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word stiff? Yes, it is. There we go. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this had some twists and turns to it, didn't it? Wow. All right. Well, that Fearless Friday took us right to the last guess, and I just felt this weird paranoia that I was missing something. I wasn't, but boy. Whew, okay, deep breaths. I'm going to go now and have some iced tea and watch my soaps, and we'll be back tomorrow with some more Wordle. Whoa, and I'm back. I was going to go lay down and have a glass of iced tea and watch my soaps, but I forgot. I want to tell you what tomorrow's starting word is. It's the word syrup. So there you go, SYRUP. Once again, thanks for watching. I'm going to go get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow for some more Wordle.